It's Sharon from Mad Paper Crush. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the last week of 2024. Now, this video is, if you haven't been with me, if you haven't been a subscriber, if you're new here, I like to, at the end of the year, kind of do a recap of some of my favorite projects that I've done throughout the year, and just kind of a way to celebrate, what I've done and look back over the year. So that's what this is. I call this my assemblage. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through some of the projects that I did this year and just kind of talk about them briefly. And then I'll leave links down in the description if you would like to go take a look at any of the videos that I created for any of these projects. If you're interested in maybe doing some of them are tutorials, some of them are just flip throughs. And hopefully if you have some time, you can do some creating this week as well before we get to ring in 2025. So let's go ahead and get started and do the 2024 assemblage. Okay, first up on our assemblage tour is this tall denim journal. And I did a tutorial on how to make this, and I just used old jeans and sort of matching fabrics that had some of the same, blue coloring in it as my denim jeans. And then I also used some of the digitals that I have, but I love how this journal turned out with nice, big, tall ephemera pieces that you can use. And just, plenty of room to journal and play around in this fun journal. So there's a whole tutorial on how I made this tall denim journal with all the ephemera and things included in there. And it was just a simple one signature journal, but I really love the way that it turned out. I really have been liking these tall journals. I did several of them last year as well. So these have been really fun. So all of the links to the projects and the videos for the things that I have included here, I will put down in the description below so that if you want to check them out or give them a try yourself, you can do that. So project number 1 is our tall denim journal. All right, next up is this fun little Easter journal that I did a little bit before Easter time. And I have, what I really love about this one is that I created a freebie for you so that you could have some papers and things to make this your own if you wanted to as well. So we made this little, this isn't sorry ribbon. I think this is seam binding as a closure here. But then we have a pocket in the front with all kinds of little ephemera pieces that you can do. And all of this stuff is included in the freebie. And this is basically like a accordion style journal. So you can see, we got lots going on here. You can open it out. There's pockets with some note cards, and then you can kind of fold over each of the different pages here, and lots of them have little tuck spots on them and things like that. And then of course you can go back the other way as well. So there's even a little envelope here, like a little seed pack envelope there. And this is another of the accordion type pages there. And you can see there's lots of places to journal as well. So this one, I will link down below, but if you want to get the freebie, which I'll also link down below, you just have to go to madpapercrush.com/restored to get these fun papers to make this journal for Easter. All right, next up on my project list is kind of a 3-in-1. Now, I do junk journal planning pretty often for my own personal planning that I like to do throughout the year, but I didn't record a lot of them this year. So I have a couple of videos where I did some junk journal planning, kind of plan with me videos. This was one where we talked about making easy layouts just using die cuts and punches and leftover scraps to make some real simple layouts. If you are in a hurry and you want something done really fast, this is a great video to help you do that. And then I also went through, I've been doing digitals called Mad Plans, and these plans actually are sort of all-in-one for a month kind of plan. So if you purchase the kit, it shows you how to print them back to back so that you have like a full planner. Like this is a full calendar page, and then there's different pages. And I apologize, these got a little wet and my inkjet printer is not color safe. So there is some watermarks down at the bottom here. The digitals, when you purchase them, don't have those. But anyway, I went through and showed you how you could use this in like a planner like mine, where I have a ring bound planner. So I still included things like pockets, some different ephemera throughout there, but I did a March plan for you as well. So if you're interested in kind of understanding how that works and doing some tip-ins and things as well, you can check that out. And then the last junk journal planning that I wanted to mention for this year was my October plan. So this one I had used actually some freebies that I had given out before. Actually, it might have been a year or two ago that I did these freebies, but that is madpapercrush.com/October plan. And you can get like this freebie there. And then I think there's the week freebie and maybe a couple of, fussy cut items and things like that that are in that kit to do some junk journal planning in. So I did a video with that one as well, and that was really fun, just kind of going through and using some of my other digitals like my shiver labels. So that was fun using that and there as well. So I did some junk journal planning. I will link all those videos down below if you are interested in doing junk journal planning for your own plans and things like that. All right, next up are these fun little splatter tags. I love the way these turned out. I did some mixed media on these, obviously with some paint and different things like that. And then I fussy cut some flowers and added some fun little old-timey photographs to them to make them a lot of fun. I think these would be great in like a spring journal or something. So I started out with a Masterboard, and in this tutorial I show you how to make the Masterboard and then cut things down and then kind of make these cohesive tags just using that background as your starting point to go. So these tags were really fun to make, and I will link to that project if you're interested in making a Masterboard and then cutting them down into tags in the description below. All right, next up is this fun little list journal that I did back in the fall. And I actually started it to be just a list to help me with my sort of holiday planning for Thanksgiving. So I like to have lots of lists when I'm doing things like that. I need lists of, grocery shopping items. I need lists of all the food items I'm making, all kinds of lists. So that's why I made this. And I actually ended up creating a freebie for this one as well. And I did use two different freebies for this one. So in 2020, or it might have been 2021, I'm not sure, I did a little freebie to help you document the way through when we had, the shutdown and all the crazy things that were happening, during that COVID pandemic. I created a little freebie to help you document that if you wanted to, keep some lists of different things or document things that happened to you so that you could remember. So that had some lists in it as well. So that freebie is madpapercrush.com/documenting. And once again, you don't have to remember these links. I will put them all down in the description below. You can use that one for, creating any kind of list that you want. And then I also created this fun little harvest freebie to make this list journal with. So it has lots of lists. So like I had drinks and appetizers, mains and sides, different to-dos that I have to do. I like to make sure I have lists of all those things so that I can cross them off and know, that they're all done as well. So if you want that freebie, you go to madpapercrush.com/harvest plan, all one word, and get that freebie. And once again, all the links will be down below, but I walk through how to make this this little list journal using envelopes. So that's really a fun kind of thing, and it makes nice and sturdy pages for you for your journal. So I will link my little meal planner list journal down below if you want to make one of those. Okay, my next project that I had a whole lot of fun with this year, and I've been having fun with these types of journals, is a flip-flop journal and how to make a flip-flop journal in an easy way. So sometimes it seems like these are pretty complex, but they're actually pretty simple once you understand the basic structure. So this is the journal that we made in that video, and it's a step-by-step tutorial to make this journal actually out of recycled Amazon packaging, but you could certainly, use any different thing that you wanted to there as well. So you can see that you have signatures on one side of the journal, and then as you flip it over, you can flop through the other side of the journal to have another signature. And this one was fun because I made all kinds of little, hidden tuck spots, in here. So this is actually a little hidden fold out that we have here with some tags that I made here. And they're fun because you can always, just see like the little tag toppers hiding in there. And then I also used some of my locker tags kit to do on this, as well as Mooney for this, because I thought that was fun. I love some of the images here for that journal. So this is a step-by-step tutorial on how to make a flip-flop journal, and I will link that down below if you're interested in trying to make one of those. This is a great project if you have a couple days that you're off over the holiday to try and make one of these. And then along those same lines, this is another flip-flop journal that I made using the same process that I used in the tutorial, but I just did a flip through of this journal. So this one isn't a tutorial. This one's just a flip through, but it's a really fun flip through to kind of see how you can, change up a journal. So you can see how different these two journals look, even though they are created or, put together in the same basic way. And then you can kind of make them your own after you put the base together by adding different, fabrics and ephemera and even just different themes to these journals. And this one is actually, obviously, it's not just bigger in size, but it's also bigger in sort of the amount of signatures. So this one has, let's see, it has 1, 2, 3 signatures on the front side, and then it has 2 signatures on the back side, where this one only has 2 signatures on the front side and 1 signature on the back side. So I thought that was a really fun distinction, that you can make a journal look so much different just by, changing just a few little things in the creation of them. So I'll link the flip through to this. I'm calling it my operator journal down below if you want to see how that one came together. All right, we've come to the last project for the assemblage, and this was actually my most recent project as well. And I'm going to be using this for my junk journal planning next year, so that's kind of how I put it together. But you could certainly use it as any kind of journal that you want to. So I've used old book covers to make this cover, and I kind of made it look like a kind of a ledger front, even though the book was not like this already. So I used some of the marbled digital papers that I have to create the front and back to make it look like sort of a ledger cover. And then the other unique thing about this is that it's kind of a hinge binding. So there's no sewing involved. So if you don't like to sew your bindings together, this is a really great project, also a wonderful beginner project. And I love this project because it always comes together where it's smaller on this side than it is on this side, so that as you add to your pages, you're not going to immediately go to an alligator mouth. So you have some space in there to really add things to it. And then the other thing that I love about this journal is that it's lay flat. So as you open up the pages, each of the pages makes the journal itself lay nice and flat for you to be able to write in, or to, junk journal in, or to even do mixed media in or something like that. So you could definitely use this as an art journal as well. But even as you flip through, every page lays open nice and flat. And I love that about this journal. And it's really simple to put together. It's really easy to put together. And so I have a full tutorial on how to do this, and I will link that down below as well. So that is my lay flat, no sew binding journal. All right, there you have it. This year's assemblage with just about 8 different projects that I put together just to kind of remind myself what I've done throughout the year, and also give you an opportunity to take a look at some projects in case you're interested in creating with me. So I hope that you'll go through some of these. I hope that you'll grab some of the freebies that we talked about, and all of the links to everything will be down in the description. So thanks so much for watching, friends, and I will see you in 2025. Have a great New Year's, and we'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.